Today's introduction class, introduction to about faculty and the course content. Okay, so timing is same. Myself, Madhuri. I'm going to handle your Linux session. Okay, I also teach CCNA, AWS, shell scripting, and this is the batch for AWS. Sorry, Linux administration. Is this time is comfort to everyone? 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Abhishek, career gap because means why reason?
Actually, ma'am, I have completed the CCNA and CCNP.
Okay.
Till now, I am also searching jobs, ma'am.
Means previously you have done any job.
No, ma'am.
Then you can, this is also comes under networking only, no? CCNA, CCNP, Linux,
Yes, ma'am.
MCSC, this all comes under networking only. And this is additional plus point for you. You know already routing and switching, security
Yes, ma'am.
configurations, you know, and now you also learning system administration part. So this is good only for you.
Yes, ma'am.
This is
For
add on
this
to your
time,
resume.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And classes will be from Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, no sessions. But if you have any doubts, you can contact me. You can contact me on Telegram. This Telegram group, you will get once you register with this course, you will get the Telegram group. They'll share the Telegram group. So that in that group only we will be there who are attending this class. So any doubts are there, you can ask me in the Telegram group. And something if I'm explaining in the class, I'll make a note and I will share to you on Telegram. Something I'm explaining means I'll make a note like this. Whatever the concept I'm explaining, I'll make a note. This notes I will share to your Telegram. Step by step, I will share to your Telegram. By explaining the concept, I'll make a note so you'll understand the notes also. Easily you'll understand the notes. If you don't have any knowledge in Linux also, not an issue. This course is for freshers to administration up to 4 years experience people can learn this course from zero level to. You can understand 100% the concept. It is not at all difficult.
Hello,
Duration
ma'am.
30 days. Yeah.
Is this batch is going to carry forward in this time?
Come again.
Is this batch is going to carry forward in this time, or it will also
Yes, yes,
cancel?
yes. 9 to 10. 9 to 10 is fixed time. That's why I'm asking, is this okay or not?
Okay, then do I register today? Is this okay?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay, ma'am.
This batch will be continue.
Okay,
Today,
ma'am.
just demo. Yeah, tomorrow onwards, regular the topics I will explain.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And in the classroom, if you have any doubts, you can message me here itself in the chat box. You can message me or you can ask me directly. Something if I'm explaining you're not clear, you can ask me here itself. Or as I told you, there will be a Telegram group. So whenever you're doing the practicals on Saturdays, Sundays, or after finishing the class, if you're doing practicals, any doubts are there, you can ping me on Telegram also. I'll be there to guide you. And this Telegram group is permanent. After finishing the course also, this group will be there. So if you have any doubts in future also, you can message me definitely. And you'll get the recording videos also daily. It means today, if something topic is going, means next day they will share the recording video. So if by chance, if in case if you miss any classes, so you can follow the recording video also. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the classroom. You can ask me any doubts are there, whatever it is. If something I'm explaining, you are not getting, you can ask me, I will repeat. Not an issue. uh, I may take extra time. As I told you, this is 30 days. I may increase the time for 2, 3 days extra or 1 week extra. If I'm showing the same practicals repeatedly, means I may take 2, 3 days extra, but let it be. I'll continue the session slowly only. Okay. And all the students should understand the concepts because it is not difficult but important to everyone. And content will be today only introduction, introduction to course and introduction to myself. And tomorrow I'll explain about uh, advantages of Linux. Means what is Linux? Linux means it is an operating system. What is Linux? Why Linux? Why people are switching to Linux? Why technologies are coming with Linux? Why organizations are moving to Linux? When we already have Windows, why people are moving to Linux? That I will explain as advantage of Linux, means features of Linux. And then is file system hierarchy. What are the default directories we get along with the operating system? That I will explain here. Directory means folder. In Windows, we call folder. In Linux, we call directory. See, while installing the operating system, A and B are reserved for A and B are reserved for floppy, whether we are using or not. That is in Windows, right? It starts creating the drives from C. So after installing the operating system, if you open C drive, there you can see folders. Default folders we can see like users, administrator, system 32, library, downloads. We can see so many folders. So similarly in Linux also we have default directories which comes along with the operating system. So in file system hierarchy, I will explain about all the directories. What are the directories are there? What is the function of each directory? That is important. As an administrator, you should know. But it is not difficult. Okay. And next is OS installation. OS installation with VMware software. How to install the operating system using VMware means virtually how to install the operating system in our computer just for practical purpose. I'll show that. And after that, basic commands. In basic commands, I will cover all the basics like how after installing the operating system, how to log in into computer, where we execute commands, how to execute commands like ls commands. We have so many commands, date command, creating files using cat, touch, editor. What is the difference between this? Cat, touch, editor, how to create the files using this. Then creating directories. Directories means folders, how to create the directories. Then copying file to directory or directory to directory. Moving one file to another directory or one directory to another directory. Removing using RM and RMDIR means how to remove files and directories. Okay, so all the basics. It may take 3 days time to complete all the basics. Okay, so every point I will explain. So if you have knowledge, good. If you don't have any knowledge also, no issues, because everything will be from basics only. In Windows classes, we don't teach how to create files, how to create folders, because everyone knows that, because it is user friendly. But in Linux, we start from basics. Okay, after finishing this, filter commands, or we say basic shell commands. Like using these filter commands, we can check content of a file or as per our requirement. We can check content of a file output as per our requirement. We have so many filter commands: sort, grep, less, more, head, tail. We have so many filter commands. So these all commands we use regularly in real time also. So I'll explain these commands. Then user administration, like what is user, how to create user, how to modify the user. Already user is created, you want to modify, means how to modify the user, how to delete the users. Okay, and information about the user, where it is going to store, that I will explain here. Then and group administration. What is group? When we already have users, what is the purpose of creating group? How to add users into a group? How to modify the group? How to add users into group? How to make user as an admin to a group? This all I will explain here. All these concepts I will explain with practicals. And then file permission. See, once we create a file or a directory in Linux, they will come with default permissions. Okay, so what is permissions? How to modify the permission, who can modify the permissions, that I will explain. And after that, ACLs, advanced file permissions, access control list, which is also called advanced file permission. So how in here, how to change the ownership of a file or a directory, how to apply permission to a particular user or a particular group of people, that I will explain. You may don't understand now, but when I explain it, definitely you'll understand clearly. And after that, creating partitions in Linux operating system. How to create partitions? Partitions we have standard partitions, swap partitions, logical volumes, and RAID partitions. What is this all? What is the difference between these partitions? How to create? I will explain theoretically and practically. Okay. And after this, networking concepts will start. Like network administration part will start. So here I will show how to assign IP address in Linux machine. How to change the host name, computer names. First I will show that. And after that, backup and restore. So from one PC to another PC, how to take data backup. If required, how to restore the data back. That I will explain. Then package management. RPM and YUM are the package managers which are used for installing, uninstalling, updating, and checking the packages. Means softwares. So in Linux, if you want to install, uninstall, update, or check any softwares or servers or applications, so we need package managers. They are RPM and YUM. What is this RPM and YUM? That I will explain first. Then I will show you how to configure M. Why only M? Why not RPM? Means RPM is the default package manager, which is already available in Linux. But M, if you want to use, means we have to install it separately. So I'll explain about that. Then data sharing servers. We have data sharing servers like NFS, Samba, FTP. About these servers, I will explain what is this server, what is the function of this server, how to install, how we use these servers. That I will explain. What is the difference between NFS, Samba, and FTP also I'll explain. Then DHCP, which is used to assign IP addresses automatically to all the client PCs. It is used to reduce administrative work. So that also I'll explain. Apache Web Server. Apache Web Server, which is used to configure our web pages like HTTP services. How to configure that, I will show. Then NIS server, which is used to access users centrally. Okay, and DNS, domain naming server or service, which is used to convert IP to name, name to IP. These all servers I'll explain. Also, password recovery, then link files, grep configuration. Like that, we have so many topics. Okay, these are the main concepts which we are going to cover in our course. Okay, so tomorrow onwards, regular class will be there. Daily classes will be there. Okay. And those who registered with this course, take link also, means Telegram link also, so that when the topic fine, when the topic started, I mean something if I am explaining, I will share the notes to them. So if you want to ask me anything, you can ask me now. Anyone wants to ask me anything? Tomorrow also demo session. In tomorrow's class, I will explain features of Linux. In tomorrow's class, I will explain features of Linux. Okay. So this is about today's session. Tomorrow, attend the session. So let's continue tomorrow. Thank you so much for the session. Tomorrow, free link only. Please join and attend the class. Thank you so much for the session.
Thank you.
Abhishek, you paid, no? Yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
You just send that screenshot to DurgaSoft
I already
WhatsApp
sent,
group.
ma'am.
Oh, done, done. And message them for the Telegram group also.
But yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
We'll meet tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.